and welcome to another video. We're taking a little bit of a break from looking through my old sketchbooks to look through my most recently completed sketchbook. I don't know if you guys remember this one. I started it about 3 months ago in April, and I made a whole rant video about how much I didn't like it. I won't really say the brand because I say in that original video, so you can go back and watch that. And also I just feel really bad because I've seen a lot of people, they really like this sketchbook and it just was not my thing. I wouldn't say that it was a bad sketchbook. It's just not like what I go for. It just has like textured paper and that's not really my thing, and the size was a little bit strange for me to get used to. And so other than that, I'm sure it's great for like the types of mediums that it's made for. It's a mixed media sketchbook, but I found it to be a little bit rough for my markers, and a little bit just a little bit rough for my markers, in a way that I didn't really super enjoy. So I don't really want to harp on the brand too much for that sort of thing. It just wasn't for me. But it was going to be my main sketchbook for a while, and then I decided that I didn't really like it that much, so I made it sort of kind of my side sketchbook. And so it took me about 3 months to finish the whole thing. And honestly, it doesn't have that many pages. It's only 60, technically, front and back, like 64. And so I could have finished it in a month if I drew it in it every day, but I didn't because I didn't like it. But 3 months is still a pretty good time frame, I guess. I don't really do sketchbooks with like the thought of completing them quickly. I mostly just doodle in them until they get filled up. When I was younger, I really did like filling them up faster, but now I kind of just like filling them up more, so I don't really focus too much on finishing them quickly or not. But this one it was a short sketchbook, so I completed it a little bit faster than my other ones. So we can just get started with the sketchbook tour. This is actually my 49th sketchbook, technically. I do a sort of half. You guys see that sometimes on my sketchbook tours. Some of my sketchbooks are like whatever and a half or whatever and a half. So technically I've done more than 50 sketchbooks at this point, but this is the official number 49. And then I'm also working on number 50 currently. One of the sketchbooks that I'm working on will be 50 by the time I finish them. It'll probably be my main one because that's the one I'm going to try to focus on working in after this. So this is before number 49. Just got a couple of stickers on the front. These are all my stickers. I have a video making these stickers that you can check out on my channel. I haven't really made any stickers since, just because I made all of this art was dedicated for that sticker video. And I just haven't really felt like making stickers again. I guess I did make stickers in another video. I kind of lied. This is my first sticker making video, and then I made another video where I made stickers, which you'll see. I pasted them in here. But yeah, so let's get started with the sketchbook tour now. You see the very first page is just started April 2nd, 2024, and edited July 6th, 2024. So about a little bit over 3 months. And this is a very first page is a drawing of my OCs fighting. And this is, what's his name? I always forget their names whenever they pop up. Like, I know their names. Obviously, they're my little buddies, but I always forget their names. This is Katsuo, this is Paxton, Cole, and Cricket. They're all friends, and they all are in the same story, but friends fight, especially these two. And these two kind of just get caught in the crossfire, but these two fight, and he's like, these three mostly fight. This guy is just sort of kind of trying to stay out of it most of the time, which is why he has the expression. It's like a softer expression, and all of these three guys are angry. I just thought it would be cute to draw them fighting in like a friendly way. And then after this, I just have some drawings of Android 18 and Android 17, just because I'm kind of in a little bit of a Dragon Ball mood, just because, I guess. I just felt like drawing them. I've actually never really drawn Android 17 before. I used to draw Android 18 a lot. I mean, not like a lot, but whenever I think of Dragon Ball, I typically draw Android 18 just because she's my favorite of the girls to draw, and for a long time, I only drew girls, but now I draw dudes also. So I was like, I'll try to draw Android 17. I don't think it turned out super well, but I also don't think this Android 18 drawing is very good. I like this one, though. This one's cute. This is obviously them when they're evil, so... evil. I guess if we're talking about Trunks' timeline, these are definitely the evil versions of them. But they can still be cute and be evil at the same time. And then I wanted to draw some Android 18 with Krillin, but I couldn't get the proportions in the way that I liked. So, but I just did a little couple of doodles of them. And then I did a screen cap redraw of Gohan, Piccolo, and Krillin on Namek. I like the way Krillin turned out. I think he looks cute here. Not so much the Piccolo. I still have not perfected the way that I want to draw Piccolo, so I kept drawing him on every page because Piccolo is one of my favorite characters. I feel like the other ones are more humanoids, are easier to draw, but Piccolo, I have trouble because of his antenna and his weird non-eyebrows. Some more Piccolos. This was planning for a video that I did of a character that was based on my keyboard. My least favorite keyboard, to be honest, but I came up with this orc girl. She's like an orc baker, and she's like a barbarian or whatever. And so these were like some prelim sketches that I did of her, like her personality, right? And then this was the final version of the drawing with all of her colors to see what she looks like. I still like this drawing. I mean, I wish it was on this paper because I hate it so much. But other than that, it's something that I wouldn't really come up with. I feel like the prompt of turning my keyboards into characters is actually really cool, really fun. I really want to do the other ones. I thought about doing them in this sketchbook, but then thinking about doing them in the sketchbook made me want to die. So I didn't do them in there. Hopefully I will be able to get them done in another sketchbook. This is just some, what's it called? Some expression practice with my OC Kamau. Yeah. Expression practice, just because I was like, I gotta do something. At this point I was still trying to work in the sketchbook as like my daily, and I think I ended up giving up on it in a couple of more pages. These are some Wednesday Addams sketches that I did. Some are based off of, what's her face, oh my gosh, I cannot remember her name, the one from Netflix. I have not seen that show, but I wanted to do some that were her, and then I did some who were Christina Ricci, and I don't remember her name. I feel really bad, but yeah. These were some Regency era OCs that I have. They were based off an AU that I had for my characters for a Regency AU, and then I was like, what if I just gave them their own little designs? And so I was working on that here. I don't remember this page. A guy going demon mode, some dude. And then I was practicing drawing kisses, I guess. I forgot about that. No, that's embarrassing. Anyway, this is around the time I actually decided that this was not going to be my main sketchbook anymore, because I was just like, I'm just going to use up the paper. And so I just had a Sharpie and I just started doing some random doodles of Hope, and then Kamau, and this one is Cole. And then I did, this is actually a drawing that I did at my job of a mermaid. So a little bit easier for you guys to see right there. A drawing I did of a mermaid at my job. And I cut it out of a piece of paper. I did it when I was at my old job. And I pasted it in here, and I was just like, wow, I'm actually doing arts and crafts, like crafting things to put in my sketchbook, and I never do that. And I just really hated the paper so much that I was just like, paste some shit in there, so I don't have to draw on the paper. So yeah, and there's a little bit more of that in here. There's like one more page where I do the same thing, and it's just like, I never do that. I generally will never do that sort of thing. It's not really my thing. I hate cutting out paper, just like in general. I hate cutting paper. I don't know why. I can draw, but I can't fold or cut paper. It just really frustrates me for some reason. So the fact that I was doing that in here just tells you how much I hated the paper. Hinata, a magical girl. I don't know if she's supposed to be Sailor Moon or just like a Sailor Moon knockoff, but there she is. And this is the other page. I have some zombies that I drew at work, and I just cut them out and pasted it. And I was gonna draw more zombies in the background, and then I was like, fuck that. I don't want to. Some drawings of Kamau. I wanted to draw what he looked like when he was going to school, because he is from Scotland, so he went to school like in the UK, and I was like, I should draw him when he was like a teenager just to see what he looked like, because I feel like he looks different in college than he does when he was a teenager. So I gave him a shaved head, and he like wears like the school jumper or whatever, and I feel like he probably played soccer. I guess they would call it football, but whatever, that's not important. He played soccer. Because they all play soccer. And then this is him lighting a cigarette. I don't think he smokes, but maybe he does. And then I was trying to design that Regency era, the guy again, but I was like, he looks too similar to Katsuo. I mean, they don't look super different. I mean, they don't look super the same. Like his face is a little bit longer, but I don't know, something about it I didn't like. I felt like they look too similar. I just really need to learn how to draw curls. That's what this is, and to learn how to draw curls. Just because I feel like they're a little bit too samey whenever I try to draw curls. This is Cricket. And I want to give him braces. I really actually do like the way he looks with braces. I just have to figure out a way that I like to stylize braces, because right now this is not the move for me anyway. That's just the guy again, but I did it in green. I don't know why, because now I kind of feel like it fucks up the flow of this, because it's all black and that one part is green, but I need to get over that. It doesn't matter. It's okay if that part is green. This is me trying to draw different eye shapes for my different characters. Some of them I like. I feel like Katsuo, I always draw Katsuo's more eyes like this, and then I feel like some of these eyes are a little bit too similar. Yeah. This is just some writing. This is when I was trying to what's it called, plan out the the characters. So I have that mafia couple. See, their names are Kira. Oh, and the guy, I came up with a name for him. His name is Nick, or Nicky, but his name is actually, it's Nick. It's short for Nicola. So Nicola, I think that's how you pronounce it. But he prefers to go by Nick or Nicky. That's his name now, and this was just me designing, not designing his dad. It was just me writing notes to see about what I wanted his dad to look like. Like I said, I was trying to fill up the paper. So these were my notes on him. This is a drawing. I think you guys saw, I did a sticker video of some guys. What is it called? They're like they're not really OCs that I have. They're just like some characters that I had designed once. They're kind of like demon looking. And so I was like trying to pinpoint their personalities just because I was drawing them in an illustration together. And the one guy was like talking. So this guy was talking to this guy. Sorry, they don't have names, so this is gonna be super vague. Yeah. And I was like, what is their personality? So I drew that other one, and I was like, well, let me draw them again and see a little bit more what their personality is. And basically, it's just this guy talks, and this guy's like, he's fucking annoying. He's like, he's a yapper, but he's not, I guess. This is just a little doodle spread of me drawing the characters. His name is now Nick and Kira, and it's just about Nick proposing to Kira in like a cute way. I mean, this is after they're already married because they are in an arranged marriage, so they do get married, but eventually they develop feelings for each other. And I just thought it would be cute if he proposed to her, and she was like, what? But we're already married. And it was just cute. This is like super not canon. I don't think she is the type of character to like cry. I have drawn her crying a couple of times previously, but it feels like super out of character for her. So I mean, it's like, it's fun to explore these sorts of things, and I feel like these drawings are very cute. I really like this one. I feel like super cute there, but super not canon. I do think that maybe after they do end up falling in love, he would propose. I don't know if that would be her reaction, but it's cute to think about. I tried to draw that other guy again, but I kind of got carried away. It was supposed to be, because they both have like these X's instead of eyes on like one side of their face, and I was like, well, how did he lose his eye? And so I tried to draw that, but I was like, this came out really bad because this paper sucks with markers, so I just skipped over it. This was me doing some planning for a, what's it called? Another drawing my keyboard as a character thing. I was going to draw my second favorite keyboard. I have 3 keyboards, so I was going to draw my second one. It's like this green one, and I was going to draw them as like a frog druid because it's like a frog themed keyboard. But I just couldn't get the idea down yet. I do eventually hope to do that again, but I haven't settled on it yet. Some scrap paper stuff. This is when I got my new ink pens, and I was just testing them out on this paper because I wanted to use it and I hate it. That was when I needed a refund for something. A drawing of some OCs. I think you guys know Eli. This guy is Raphael. They are in a story together, and they are romantic interests, but not until like they're like part of the story that's got. I planned for it to be like a quadrilogy, so 4 books. And so for the first 2 books, it's like strictly platonic, and then in the 3rd book, it starts moving towards a little bit more of like a romantic thing. And this is all the way at the end of the 4th book, like when everybody's all saved and stuff, and then that's when they admit their feelings. This is like book 3 when they're like starting to like develop feelings for each other. But then this is like the end of book 4. But that doesn't really matter because I'm not writing the books currently, and also none of this shit is canon anyway. This is just like an exploration because I was like, I don't know, we'll just draw them. I don't really draw Eli, and I don't really draw Raphael very much anyway. But yes, I was just thinking it would be cute to draw them being together. This is Bistro Huddy fan art. I really liked shows where there's one guy and he plays all the characters, like Sandersides. I really like Ben Brainerd, like the States guy. I really love those. There was a while where I would just watch the States videos. I watched them for like 3 months in a row. And then, so currently right now, my favorite of the one guy who plays all the characters is the Bistro Huddy guy, Drew Talbert. And so I was just like, let's just do Bistro Huddy fan art. Who gives a shit? And so that's Nicole and Bridget and Brad and Aaron and Terry and Joey, and then I have some more over here. I mean, these are not like definitive designs. I mean, I feel like I really like Nicole and Bridget. I like Aaron a lot, but the rest of them are kind of like up in the air, honestly. And so I didn't even get to draw any of the customers. I just drew like the staff so far, and not even all of the staff. But Pickles, and then there's Nico, Ruby, and then there's Cliff, and then of course Amber. I don't like the way Cliff came out. He does not look handsome enough in my opinion. I know he's supposed to be handsome, but I'm like, I don't know how to make page boy hat and like long bangs work, you know? I don't know how to do that. It's not really something in my design philosophy that I think is cute. I mean, obviously, I feel like I could change the hairstyles of the characters just because it's like not set in stone. But I just have to figure it out at this point currently. You guys saw me draw this one. This is some Hope Doodles, and then these are some characters, some girl characters that I have who are like rivals in love, but then they end up falling in love, and this is the same girl that's over there. What else? This is some hand and foot practice. And then I have this glass pen that my uncle got me, and I was just, and I come with these inks, but they're like sparkly. I don't know if you guys can see them sparkle. I don't know if I like move it, you guys can see it sparkle, but it's got a little bit of sparkle in there. I was just testing out the inks and the glass pen. I just feel like the glass pen uses the ink really fast, and you have to keep redipping it, so I'm not sure how, like, what's it called? Pragmatic, I guess it is, to use in like me with my like sketchy sort of pen style. I have to keep redipping it, so it's a little bit inconvenient. I tried to draw Cliff again and I couldn't get it, so I just gave up. This is some little doodles of my OC Kamal. I was really just trying to finish up the drawings at this point. This is with a pen that I actually don't really like too much. It is so it's not really the pen because it's in a G2 pen body, but it was actually in ink that came in this blue color for some pens that I bought my dad. And it's the Zebra Sarasa in like this navy blue, but it's in like 1.0, and I hate pens that are in 1.0. Personally, I hate them for writing. I feel like it uses up too much ink. And so I'm using it until it's all gone because he has no use for the color blue for his work. He can't use blue ink, and I'm just like, I'll just use it up so that way it doesn't go to waste. Some more characters that are based off of an AU that I had, where it was supposed to be like a marriage of convenience, but it's like that guy is like really wanting to get married, and the girl's like, hey buddy, you're gonna find someone to fall in love with. That's what this little comic is for. Is like, you're gonna find someone to love with. And he's like, will you marry me? And she's like, not. He doesn't know that she's had like a crush on him since college, since they first met, and he's like, why won't you marry me? And she's like, you can find someone to fall in love with you. And he's like, but I love you already. It's like, but he means it in like a friend way, and she's like, oh gosh, she knows it means it in a friend way, but she's like, okay, we can get married. This is actually, I wrote something different. I actually wrote this down first as like a story, and then I just made a comic. And every time I try to make a comic based on something I write, or every time I try to rewrite something or whatever, I always go off of the rails. I never follow the scripts that I make. And so this is not anything close to what I wrote at all. It's just like way off the rails. I don't know why that happens. My mind's just like, well, what if a new idea? You wrote the other one, now let's write a new one. It's like, no, you have to translate what you wrote, or else it's like, what's the point of writing the script if you're just going off the cuff? Like, it doesn't make sense. But anyway, then they get married. And it's very cute. She's like, you look like a butler. And he does look like a butler. I just think it was very sweet. Marriage of convenience that turns to like real love or whatever. But I think it was always real love. They were just like stuck, I guess. This is some planning for that Corona drawing that I did. You guys saw that one. It's on my channel. If you haven't seen it, it's on my channel. I was also there was a lapis lazuli also that I was gonna draw, but I was like, I only gotta do 2 characters. I only want to do 2 characters. This is a redraw from one of my previous sketchbooks. Is it from a sketchbook? Yes. I just wanted to redraw it because I was like, if I do some redraws in here, that'll fill up paper, right? And then I'll get like the redraw fixed, and then I won't have to like want to feel like I have to do it like in a bigger scale. And so I like that this one came out. I think it's very cute. Now I kind of wish I had done it in like a big scale because I think it would be very cute if I colored that. I mean, I guess I could still color it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so. And then I did another redraw, which you guys will see in a later sketchbook tour. And then this was another redraw. This one did not come out very well, but I was like, whatever, fuck it. It filled up the page, right? So it was fine. Another redraw right here. And then you guys saw me do these for my study session last week. These are just some heads in profile that I did just to fill up the paper. Some more little doodles of some characters. This has come out, and then these are some they're not new characters because I've written a story for them for like a while ago, but I was just trying to figure out body type and the way I like imagine them in my head. Honestly, I never imagined this character having a shaved head, but then I was like, shaved head? And I was like, yeah. And then this is the finished piece. You guys saw this earlier this week. And this is my characters, Valentine and Emerson and Kamau and Duke. They're all part of a friend group, and they're also fighting. I think the difference between this one and the very first page is very stark. I feel like I think I improved a lot from the beginning of this sketchbook to this one, or just because maybe I just went in knowing the way that the paper is when I did this one, because when I did that first one I was like, oh no, this paper is like not what I thought it was, but now I know how it worked and I was able to work with it a little bit better. So yeah, I just feel like I like this one a lot better. Obviously I feel like it should be better. This has been 3 months of growth, so yeah, that's pretty much that one. I think it looks very cute. I mean, I feel like the color's a little bit off, but it does feel like significantly better than the other one. I feel like also the line art is helping it a lot. The line art on the first one was pretty shitty. And then just a drawing of Cricket and Kamal. That's just to finish it off because I needed to finish off the last page. Oh, I forgot these. These guys are just some drawings of Katsuo and Duke. Then I did these at my job and then I forgot to paste them in. And I will eventually paste them in. Eventually. Anyway, that's the end of this sketchbook tour, you guys. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I don't know if you guys prefer to look through old sketchbooks or newer ones, or if you feel like I should save like the ones that I finished towards like the end of the sketchbook tours, because I know I am going through my old sketchbooks, and I feel like every time I like pop in with like a newer one, it feels like it kind of puts the vibe off. But I feel like if I finish the sketchbook, you guys are gonna want to see it like right after I finish it, right? I don't know, you guys can let me know. But yeah, that's the end of sketchbook number 49. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I'll go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.